Again, that was kind of irritating. That was kind of very irritating. But, you know, I'm back in it, so we should be good. I don't think I'm going to be lagging anymore. My connection quality is green, or my stream quality is green according to YouTube, so that's good. Oh shit. OBS has given me information telling me that this should be going well, so we'll see. Oh, you know what? I need to make a phone call in about an hour. That's okay, though. I have time. Also, I might be about to die. Maybe? Question mark. I'm getting very close to dying. I should go back and grab that fruit, so I have something to heal with. Alright, we got 1 apple, 2 apples. Ah, goddammit. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Let's not be a coward. Well, I'm dead. Oh well, embarrassing. That's okay, though. Sometimes things just don't work out for the best. I'm starting to run pretty low on money. You know what I said I was going to do last time? I was going to crank down the difficulty and just do some money runs and see if I can gain some EXP that way. So I should probably like commit to actually doing that. Alright. Frost Nova rank 4 is very good. Let me see. Yeah. It's an exciting upgrade. So I'm gonna change the difficulty to New Game +1, and that should make things a bit easier for me. What's my armor at? I would like to upgrade this, but I don't think that's gonna work out very well. Let me go ahead and restart the chat thing too so I can see who is in here. Actually, I need to make like 2 phone calls. I forgot. Oh well, we'll craft this for now. And I'm gonna grab the drink that increases my EXP, which is right here. And I'm fine with that one. Alright. Dooga dooga dee. Deega deega doo. Dooga dooga. Hey, this is a pretty reasonable spread, actually. Go ahead and grab 10 each. Actually, probably a little less. I'll grab... There we go. That sounds like a good amount. And then I just need to do my fountain upgrades, and we will be good to go. Expanded floors. What else should I get? Chance for an additional treasure room. I like that. Abundant shops. And I guess this is gonna be all, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And then I just need to pick the negative things I want. I want elite reinforcements, enemy overseers, and then the great threats one that makes me balance out at 0. Oh, I can do like 1 more, right? What does this mean? Interesting. I think if you have like leftover negative stuff, you get bonus gold game. which is interesting. Alright, well, we're going. What is the last thing I need to do? I already bought... I'm pretty sure I have everything, yeah. And I have the beverages, so... We're gonna roll up in this dungeon, and we're gonna murder shit. Hey, that's wild. I got doubles of that. Or did I? No, I didn't. That's the lesser health orb. Well, I already have 3 pieces of the combo set, which is really good. And, oh man, that's really wild. I haven't one-shot something in a while. So I cranked down the difficulty so that I can, like, one-shot shit again. Did it make you sad to eat that Pop-Tart while it was unfrosted? Or is that something you normally do? And you're, like, habituated to it? Also, welcome back, Ryan. Oh, man. It's really almost like nap hours for me, honestly. I'm gay and sleepy. Maybe I'll, like, go... I don't know. Maybe I'll stream for, like, 30 more minutes, and then I'll go buy food, question mark, before traffic gets too wild. I kind of want something, like, sugary to eat. Also, I'm getting hours at my job again, which is beautiful. I was a little worried I'd just, like, never get hours, because they were trying to make me quit, but... I'm going to be working 20 hours again in 2 weeks instead of the normal, like, 4 or 0 hours they've been scheduling me for. As I often say, I really need money to fund my fucking gay lifestyle, but people just refuse to believe that. Alright, so middle, right, left, let's go. That's kind of a shitty item. Alright, I think we have everything on this floor. We technically could grab that fountain, but it's not really that big a deal. And there's technically a room up there. I'll go ahead and look at it real quick. I'm pretty sure that it's literally just the portal room, though. Yup, it is. Alright, yeah, I guess we're good, Mom. Oh yeah, are you excited to try to fix that car? You're basically gonna, like, transform into trade very abruptly, so you're gonna have to rework your aesthetic. Maybe it's just a very sensual car, and it just shudders because it loves you being inside of it. Why report me? Is it because the truth bothers you? Question mark. I just thought of something that put me in a bad mood. XD, holy shit. Funny how that happens sometimes. Oh well. I would really like to just be over something. There we go, we're good. Maybe you can look for someone who knows about cars on Grindr. That's a good way to get free shit. I just thought about something that made me cranky. I'm still in the process of getting over something. And I got reminded of that very abruptly for no reason. Because my brain likes to troll me. Do cha, do cha, do cha. Did you have a bad experience, Ryan, with the car gay? Why are you so... Why are you reacting so viscerally? I'm a little worried. Did a car gay burn your crops? My dad knows a lot about cars, which is probably why I don't know a lot about cars. It's just like a gay tradition, though. Like, I know nothing about cars at all. Part of it is me just resisting things. Man, I am getting like garbage booty dookie ass items. Holy shit, Mom. And by items, I mean just diamonds, which is like valid, because this is kind of a money run, but like I want some fucking items to make this better. Hey, a monolith. What game is this? This is Heroes of Hammerwatch. I can't name it on the stream because YouTube does not have Heroes of Hammerwatch as an option to name the stream. So I didn't even bother trying to change it. Heroes of Hammerwatch is a roguelike dungeon crawler where you go through Castle Hammerwatch as one of 6 potential classes that are basically based off of RPG tropes. And it's woke. Basically play until you die. My dad's very handy with stuff. Oh shit. I just ate those spikes. That's fine though. I can really just like tank a lot of damage on this run because all these enemies are going to do potato damage to me. Also, they really love giving me the last sin. I don't know why though, but I'll gladly slurp it up. Also, hi RY. Good seeing you. As I've mentioned before, roguelikes are generally... Roguelikes and roguelites are some of my favorite types of games, in addition to platformers. Which is probably why I should play, like, fucking 20XX more, but... that game kind of requires, like, a little bit more brain power from me, and so it's harder for me to, like, stream and talk to chat. I'm doing it to make money, because I'm getting pretty close to being broke. So I need to, like, do an easy run just to make money, because I'm dying really easy. Or I'm dying really quickly in these runs, so I'm not really, like, able to send money to my town to upgrade it, or, like, have funds to do stuff. I did have, like, a lot of money for a while, though, but I've slowly, like, burnt through most of it. Also, just kind of like when I'm streaming this and playing at the same time, I'm not doing a super great job of like paying attention to what I'm doing. Because I'm microing talking about gay shit at the same time. Oh, shit, Mom. Hey, Lamaua shop. That's beautiful. That's actually the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my gay life. Let's go at... Wow, these are, like, literally a pile of shit. What the fuck? Whatever, I'll get a spiked flail. Nah. I'll get that. That's a good gold gen item once we complete the set. I mean, man. Whatever, I'll get the mana regen. It's really the best bet. I feel like he price gouges a little bit, considering he knows I need the items that are in here. So I don't really trust him. The merchant character models in this game are actually extremely cute. There's like this fine line between like pixel art being cute and just kind of being like a little bit cringy in a lot of cases, honestly. Because it's like, sometimes they go for like a very cute aesthetic that's like quasi-nostalgic, and other times they go for like super ultra mega pixel deluxe, where it's like very, very minimalistic, and it just looks kind of silly. Risk of Rain is like very close to that style, where they have very like spindly legs and everything looks kind of silly. Anyway, I'm about to fuck up this boss. Get wrecked, nerd. Rip, 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 bye. Oh, hey, I didn't fucking one-shot it, I'm screaming. Anyway, I got items, that's all that matters. This will probably be a pretty easy full run. It'd be very hard for me to die, honestly. I'm gonna do the first floor of this, and then I'm probably gonna just, like, skip it. And do the little gauntlet thing. We'll see. But it's so nice to be able to just, like, face tank shit again, and just, like, run straight through, like, a pile of enemies and murder them to death. Like, it's very invigorating. Oh, hey, the button. XD. We found it, Mom. I guess I could talk about, like, roguelikes again. I mean, I've already talked about this a good amount of times, but it kind of makes me a little bummed out. A lot of gays I know really aren't into roguelikes. Because it's like, they, I mean, they really reach out to me, and I just like games that, like, really aggressively challenge you. I think a big turnoff for me when I'm, like, talking to someone is if they don't like being challenged, or, like, they don't like, they're just, like, very uncomfortable with losing to the point where it, like, makes them just not try stuff at all. Because it's just very much so, like, the opposite of me. Like, I'm fucking ultra garbage terrible at Overwatch, and I'm still interested in trying to improve at that game. Like, I understand not, like, throwing yourself, like, head first into doing something. Hey, my phone alarm is going off. Head first into doing something, especially if it's, like, not very fruitful, but it's, like, I don't know, when people, like, are very avoiding of challenging themselves, it don't appeal to me, Mom. It's not my look. Because my gay lifestyle is full of overcoming obstacles and moving full steam ahead. That's kind of why I've talked about, like, why it doesn't really bother me that some gay movies end, like, very sad. Because for me, it's like, you know, being sad is often a part of being gay. And I want people to know that, like, that's something that we can overcome, even if things don't go ideally. Like, we can create happiness even when we're sad. Because as I've said before, you know, I think gay people have a lot to offer the world, and we really create a lot of beauty, and we show a lot of grit when we're challenged and confronted by things. And I think that it's something to celebrate, that despite the fact that a lot of us have it really rough, we have a lot of love for each other, and sometimes ourselves, and we still look for happiness. We don't give up. Granted, it's not always that simple. I'm not going to act like that we're like the universe's underdogs. Because some of us can be kind of nasty and mean, but it's nice. It's nice knowing that a lot of us have it so hard, but we still really stick out there. It's inspiring to me. Because as someone who has lived in ultra gay despair, like many of you probably, it's refreshing to see people just not give up. And that's basically my look. That's my fashion. Not giving up. Sometimes it might take me a while, and I might be a little bit slow at it, but I try to take that approach with most things in my life, and myself in general, and my relationships. Like, I really try not to give up on people unless they absolutely prove to me that they have just no interest in trying to meet me halfway. Because that's all that really matters to me. Like, a lot of the people I'm friends with, like, act very different than me. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. Like, I've said this multiple times before. I used to be, like, a very fucking mean nerd growing up. And I was very unempathetic, and I just was, like, very blunt and, like, not considerate of other people, like many nerds are. And then I just kind of realized that it wasn't making me super happy, and it wasn't like a good existence for me, and I was missing out on a lot of things. One day I'm gonna hit this thing. Holy shit, Mom. There we go. Fuck. There we go, we got you. You wreck, nerd. Hey, that's a reasonable upgrade. But I realized that I was missing out on a lot of life by being like that, and that is making me lose out. Oh, that's really funny, Duck. And I mean, I also realized a lot of that was because I was very afraid of people. And I didn't know how to deal with people, and people just very much so confused me. And I didn't always, as I said before, I didn't always really, like, feel like I was an actual person. Like, I don't know, I just saw the people around me, and I was like, I don't know, I'm just, like, nothing like you. Like, I just want my video games and to be left alone for the most part. And people just seem to really thrive in social situations, and I mean, I'm a lot more social now. Hell, I'm doing this streaming shit, but it still does take a lot out of me, and I put a lot of energy into kind of projecting being a little bit more personable. Because it's very easy for me to want to revert back to being kind of like a mean nerd and not being considerate of others. Hey, Demonic Guardian, good to see you, bruh. Glad to have you in the stream. Incidentally, I'm going to try to be streaming a little bit more regularly, because I have not been doing that as much, but I'm going to have a bit more free time for the... Ooh, shit, Ma! I got murdered. I got murdered real bad. Oh, that's woke as hell. I'm glad you graduated. Do you have any graduation celebration plans? Are you going to go have a graduation party? Man, that was very, very irritating that I just got killed like that. That's very, very irritating. Especially because I'm playing on a lower fucking difficulty. Hey, there's an ant on me. Let me plug in my phone real quick. And... oh, I forgot y'all can see me getting up. One of the hardest parts about streaming for me is, like, not accidentally, like, scratching my nuts while I'm on camera. Or doing anything embarrassing, because I forget sometimes that, like, y'all can see me. Nigel, no, that's very wretched. Please don't post that horrible emoji. Well, I'm glad I can be here while you are enjoying the afterglow of graduating. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming, though, because I am, like, really phenomenally mega ultra super 420 gay hungry. Like, I am fucking starving, son. Increased chance to find monoliths. Oh, that's woke as hell. I'm glad. Let's do treasure hunt again. Abundant shops. And what did I want to do here? I'm going to do lockup because I'm going to skip floors too. Ryan, please stop. That is extremely cursed. This is why I need chat mods to get y'all to behave a little bit more. Dooga dooga dee. Deega deega doo. Dooga dooga. I think this is fine. That's woke. I'm glad, Nigel. Alright, so next I need to buy a few more items. I'll do the damage dealt one. What's the last sin again? I forgot. Yeah, we'll do that too. Alright, we're good. Alright, I'm ready to fuck some shit up, son. We're gonna be one-shotting a lot of people. Probably. Hopefully, maybe. Oh, also I need to craft something, right? I'm gonna craft this. So the goal at the shop right now is for us to grab an item that increases our critical hit rate. I would really love to get a Heart Seeker. This is a good-ass item, though. I'm a little bit sad that that's not in the cards for me right now. Mana Stone. Nope. That's not crit. That's not crit. It's also not crit. What the hell's a Haynes manual? Oh, one of them car manual things. Claymore. No, that's Dookie. I just want some crit, Mom. Give me the crit. Oh, that's ignoring armor. I don't want that. Hey, Lamau, beautiful. Alright, well, we're good. Let's roll. We buying up all the shit today. Oh, you know what? I should probably, like, get rid of some of this ore so I can have money. What the hell's... Oh, DIY. I thought you said dry repairing, and I was like, what the fuck? You getting your car moist, son? Alright, let me see here. Also, if you're watching this, don't forget you can support your favorite internet homosexual by donating, by giving a super chat. A super chat involves a one-time donation by clicking the $sign button, pardon me, in the bottom left corner of the chat window. And you can select however much you would like to donate to me. It helps me out with the stream because it helps me afford to buy new games that I can play on the stream to entertain you while giving you that homosexual hijinks and gay funhavery that you love. But also, no pressure. If you can't do a super chat, you can always also help me out by just mentioning the stream to other people. If you're hooking up, you know, while your hookup is douching, go ahead and slide your phone under the door with this stream on so they have something to watch. If you are cruising like a mall bathroom, you know, go ahead and slide this through the glory hole or whatever you're habitating. And, you know, just give people something to entertain themselves. I could do that, maybe. I don't know. I still need to, like, make my own face into emojis, I guess. I don't know if that, like, defies my clickbait policy, though. Are emojis clickbaity, Mom? We need answers. Hey. Oh, shit, Mom. Awkward. I forgot I already brushed my teeth and showered today, so I could actually just, like, theoretically just get up whenever I'm ready and fucking go grab food, which would be nice. You also have another option to support me if you want to help me fund my homosexual lifestyle and be part of the Ultra Cool Kids Club, is you can sponsor me. A sponsorship is a monthly donation that starts at, I believe, $4.99 that gets you unique perks. You get a symbol next to your name to let everyone know that you're a donor. And eventually, when I get my chat emojis up and running, you will have first dibs on those. Plus, you can always request games from me if you are a donor. At least until I get, like, a lot of them, in which case I'll probably have to figure out, like, a different system. Incidentally, if y'all have game requests for me to play later on, you should let me know, and I would be very glad to consider incorporating that in my stream schedule. We'll see. I've probably been streaming for like two-ish hours now, if you consider like the previous streaming I did before I had to restart. Oh, man. I could do a cursed feet emoji. That's actually extremely cursed. I'm not doing that. I actually think I would probably just delete my YouTube account if someone, like, said something about my feet. Like, literally would just, like, actually... I would either kill them or my... Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that. I would actually probably either delete their account or my account. Like, one of us has to go. It just can't be a thing anymore. That's just too highly cursed. I don't know. I don't know how I would be able to deal with someone if they said I had, like, pretty feet or something. I think I would just, like, laugh and hope that they were not, like, about to try to eat my toe knuckles. I could see, like, a gay streamer doing shit like that. Like, having, like, a gay feet cam. Because, you know, like, speedrunners sometimes, like, have hand cams where you can, like, watch their hands to see their movements. I could see, like, a nefarious homosexual just, like, having, like, a foot cam so you could see their toes wiggling around. I have cute smiles. Thank you. I actually am very, very stoic on a day-to-day basis, and I do not smile that often. What I am doing now is being a good host. Like, I don't know, there's a reasonable difference between how I act one-on-one and how I act while I'm, like, streaming this. In terms of, like, my appearance and behavior. Like, I do not show a lot of emotion, in general. And I'm pretty well known for that. Unless I'm, like, laughing at something, like, really devious. Even then, it's, like, it's pretty hard to get me to laugh. Someone pointed out, like, I'll laugh at myself or laugh at, like, my own jokes. But the thing is I'm not even really doing that. Like, when I'm laughing about something I said, it's because I'm remembering a situation where that joke came from. That I thought was very funny. Or I'm laughing at the XD-ness of human nature. That's something that, like, when people start hanging out with me, when they do, they have to get used to, is that I just do not show a lot of emotion. And I think that's part of me, honestly, like, what I was saying before, like, being a mean nerd. And, like, I just was, like, very stoic and very blunt all the time, and my teachers thought I had, like, schizophrenia because I didn't show any emotion. Ryan, don't say that. You don't want to be dumber. Or dumb at all. It's not... it's not conducive to your long-term happiness, I think. That's actually something that's really interesting, is that I think the type of guy I tend to be interested in is a kind of guy that also frustrates me really bad. Because I tend to like other guys who are mean nerds, but, like, like, on the inside, I'm a mean nerd, but I don't like showing that or, like, really doing that because I realize that it's not nice. And so it's like I want to be with someone who is mean, but, like, at the same time, I don't tolerate meanness. It's kind of, But I think that's honestly, like, kind of, like, a cross-section of the people I've been friends with. Like, one of my closest straight friends is kind of like that. Like, he doesn't really experience empathy, readily. And, hey, that's actually really good. I'll go ahead and get the sandals, too. Actually, I'll get a stiletto. I'll laugh at shitposts sometimes too, like when they're really, really stupid. Like a general theme and what makes me laugh is if it like is really, really absurd or it points to like the futility of existence X3. But most of the emotion I show, like, on a day-to-day basis is for the benefit of other people, because I tend to, like, in person, I tend to be around a lot of normies, so they tend to not be able to deal with not getting a lot of facial cues. Incidentally, for a long time, I was very... I don't know, sometimes I wonder if I'm, like, just, like, a very high-functioning autistic person. Just from, like, a lot of anecdotal stuff and like observations I've had about myself, but I don't know, I experience empathy a lot, but at the same time it isn't necessarily always natural to me. Like it's something I've had to actively work on and cultivate, if that makes sense. I mean, it just really depends. Like, people, if you make your personality work, you can be successful. Like, you can be, like, a meek nerd and still succeed. Or you can be, like, a mean nerd and still succeed. Or you can be, like, the chattiest chat of all and just have, like, thousands of kids and use them as, like, battle armor or something. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those ore before I head out. Oh, shit, Mom. Oh, also, let me move my window so I can see my fucking face. Hey, that's a pretty good angle up. There we go. There we go. Alright, almost done. There we go. I did it, Mom. Alright, we got it. I can see myself. Anyway. I don't know about that. I think some people who are mean are actually just very afraid of people and they don't know how to deal with it. And they, like, deal with those emotions by being mean. Like, there's some people who are mean because they're driven and, like, they're so focused on their goals, they're not concerned about, like, social convention. But there are other people who are just mean because they're dumb, honestly. Like, there are a lot of dumb, mean people on this planet and in this world in general. Like, I 100% promise you. That's generally my observation, especially, like, with nerds. A lot of mean nerds are actually really dumb. And I'm trying to say this in, like, the most polite way possible, but a lot of mean nerds are actually, like, really... That's valid, Duck. A lot of nerds are just, like, really fucking stupid. They just, like... They deal with being dumb by being mean, and just having very selective interests. That's not to say people who aren't nerds don't do that, but, like, I am a nerd, and, like, me observing my own community. That is, like, very 100% true. Like, it's, like, really interesting. Like, look at, like, people who, like, play, like, MOBAs a lot or, like, League a lot, and they're empirically nerds, but those are some of the dumbest people you'll ever encounter on the internet. Like, they're just mean and dumb. It's so funny. And it's in large part because they just refuse to engage with, like, other human emotions because they're afraid of it. Like, nerds will do this really wild thing where they'll just assume that they're the only person with common sense on the planet and not realize that the reason why people do things differently than them is because they have different emotions. Instead, they'll just convince themselves that everyone else is stupid. Because it's easier to cope with that. Aw, well, that had shitty loot in it. Gays will do that too, actually, though. But, like, in a different way. Like, gays will, like, assume that every other gay person on the planet is, like, extremely horny and, like, sex-driven, while also, like, simultaneously sending, like, dick pics to people while streaming XD. Sending dick pics to people or sending, like, pictures of their asshole to random people. It's really wild. And, like, a lot of it just comes from not wanting to, like, think about other people's emotions because you're too afraid to handle that. In my opinion, at least. There are other reasons, but that's usually the common connecting theme with people. Should I... YOLO. I don't know if I'll do that today. So there isn't really any... shit I should pick up. Sorry. I was looking at something. Anyway. I probably should find, like, the button, right? Do y'all agree with me what I'm saying about, like, mean nerds? Does that make sense? I'd love to teach, like, a Nerdology 101, where it's just, like, the social aspect of being a nerd. Or even, like, a Gayology 101, just, like, talking about, like, how gays interact with each other. But, like, in a nuanced way, because people tend to, like, make a meme out of it without really thinking about the reasons why. Where the fuck is the Oh, hello, button. Are you back here, Mom? No, you're not here. I'm screaming. Just got my own feelings hurt a little bit. I should also probably explain what I mean by mean nerd. Just generally someone who's just, like, very, like, inconsiderate of other people's feelings, but also simultaneously, like, very sensitive themselves. And also, like, are usually fully convinced that every single human being besides themselves is stupid. And that everyone else besides them specifically has nonsensical emotions. Just hang out on Reddit a lot. That is a good segue into doing that. Or, like, if you're involved in a field that is, like, very quantitative, like, if you're involved in, like, tech or something, that is also, like, a very good environment to explore that. Because the thing is, a lot of times when you interact with those people, like, when you do something differently than them, they basically put you on the defensive where you have to prove to them that you're not stupid for not doing things the same way that they would do it, which is very irritating. Oh yeah? What was that person like? How the fuck do I do this again? This is an important question. Huh. I might have made a mistake, Mom. Already. 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 I made a mistake again. I made a mistake again. Alright, well... Wait. Hello? I did it. Hey, Lamau woke. Yeah. Dealing with pretentious nerds is one of the most annoying things on the fucking planet. That's kind of what I was actually even talking about yesterday. I was talking about how, like, nerds tend to be very rude to black people. Because they can't comprehend that, like, people might come from, like, a different culture than them and handle situations differently. So whenever they see someone who acts or thinks differently than them, they just assume they're stupid. But anyway, the reason I even brought this up was that, you know, one of my friends doesn't really, like, experience empathy that easily, but at the same time, it's like, he's aware of it, and it's like, I enjoy his company a lot, but he frustrates the shit out of me sometimes. I probably annoy him a lot, too, though, because I tend to, reflexively, like, when I encounter people who are like that, I tend to just troll them pretty relentlessly. Like, that's just my automatic, that's my automatic response, because it's like, if someone's being, like, really pretentious over, like, really stupid shit, that's my natural way of being like, well, you're actually taking this a little bit too seriously, and you should consider untying your hymen, because it's probably in a knot, you big old dumb virgin. But, one day someone's gonna call me out for calling people virgins as an insult, but at the same time, like, a lot of times they are. Like, the thing is that, like, I'm willing to meet people halfway, but the other thing is that, like, people who are nerdy in that way tend to be, like, really, really extremely inflexible, which is very irritating to deal with. Oh, I forgot I already bought out the shop. Welp, I guess we're going on to the next floor, Ma. We got some more, fucking skeletons to murder. We're gonna knock the bones out their body. I could theoretically be looking for the button, but at the same time, I could just not do it and move on to the next floor and get the delicious loot I want, because there are no treasure chests in this floor, which is fine. Also, I find a lot of nerds. Yeah, I know. I told you, son. It's not nice to say crackhead, Ryan. It really isn't. I'm not gonna say it's a slur, but it's not a very nice thing to say. Unless you're a crackhead passing. Sometimes I'm in situations like that with, like, people I know in person where I'm like, you know, it's like, I understand what you mean when you say something, but, like, you're gonna, like, unleash a discourse bomb on yourself on accident, and I'm not gonna really be able to justify protecting you. I would just say it's usually better to probably, like, just abstain from saying it. Like, I'm gonna eventually have to have a conversation with this person I know about referring to people who are sex workers as sex workers instead of using other words for it, because it's inappropriate. And, like, I understand that it's, like, common language, but, like, you know, in the spaces we inhabit, there are people who are gonna, like, roast you alive mercilessly for doing that, and you just need to be careful. Oh shit, Mom. Yeah, coffee's actually pretty bad for you, honestly. You should just call someone who works in the sex industry a sex worker or an escort or whatever they ask you to call them, but, like, don't call them, like, I'll just say it, just, you know, be careful about calling them prostitutes or something like that, because that's not generally, like, the accepted proper terminology. And it's considered to be a slur by some people. The thing is with stuff like that, it's like, you really just have to think about, like, how important it is for you to say that, and if this person is being, like, 100% nonsensical. Like, if someone said calling people a virgin is a slur, I'd probably just roll my eyes. and not, like, instantly yield, but I would be a little bit more careful about saying it. Because I do understand it does hurt some people's feelings. But at the same time, like, I need creative ways to make fun of nerds. Incidentally, I still have not been able to infiltrate the gay incel subreddit. I actually don't even know if it exists yet. Or it still exists. As I've said before, I've met, like, a few people who are, like, just straight up gay incels. Like, not, like, they're gay and they don't have sex and they want to. Like, they're gay and just, like, a straight up incel. Like, they'll write, like, raging blog posts about, like, twinks that didn't want to fuck them. Or, like, just, like, how all gays are shallow and should die. It's pretty wild. I'm the gays that are shallow and should die. Sadly, sex is just so important for a lot of us. Hey, I don't see the HP bar. Oh, it's because it's, like, too low on the screen. Hey, I think I got Dragon Mail, right? No, I got Wrath of the Thunder God. That's not very good, but I'll take it. There we go. I don't know, beware of the gay incel, but also, if you feel comfortable doing it, you know, show that compassion. Sometimes. It just depends. That's usually a big red flag for me. Hi, Matthew on. Let's not fight. Fighting isn't good for you. It's a bad habit. The thing is that even if sex isn't, like, empirically good, it just matters to people so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're gay and, like, no one wants to have sex with you, even if you don't like having sex, it can still feel bad. Also, stop. Can y'all not use that wretched emoji? I'm screaming. Ugh. Hey, man. Oh, shit. There's a lot of murder going on in that room. We'll see how much further I get. I am, like, really extremely hungry, and I could really use some food, so... Might, pause this. I kind of want to get a cinnamon roll. Haven't had one in a while. Hey, this is actually a pretty good item. Gays don't eat. That's valid. I actually just, like, ambiently absorb gay energy from the atmosphere. I'd hate to have to tell you this, but bottoms definitely eat. I've been painted enough to know. I have had someone's entire lunch and breakfast all over my stomach because people don't believe in cleaning their butts. Look, it's so wild. As I've said before, I can generally tell when someone is gonna, like, shit all over me. Like, I've just developed a sixth sense for it. Like, I can tell when people don't know how to clean themselves. Like, part of the issue is that, like, I was talking about this with someone the other day. I think a lot of people... Well, it's like you have very different cleaning needs depending on your partner. So, like, if you're messing around with someone who doesn't have a big wiener, you could just give it the old scrub-a-dub in the tub. Or you could just... Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. That's gross. You can always just, like, squirt a little lemon pledge around the edges and you'll be fine. But, like, if you're with someone with like a bigger dong, like you're gonna need to clean. Like you're gonna actually have to probably use like an actual enema to like actually get clean enough not to boo-boo on yourself. And people just don't understand that. Like I told y'all, I met with that dude who literally just said, I don't clean my ass before I have sex. And that just like literally just gagged me. He was just so upfront about it. It was like, oh, I don't do that. I don't clean. That's gross. As if that was like a very feminine and an inappropriate thing to like even request. And then he was just very confused why I didn't want to rim his poopy butthole. But that's over now. That's in the past. He was really cute, too. He was really thick as hell. But, you know, it's not going to work out. Also, he basically just, like, very abruptly decided he didn't want a bottom. Which was very irritating, because that's why I came over there. And me being a gentleman respected that, but I was still very disappointed. Feed emoji is the mood. So if you want to help your friend out, Ethan Bonreal, recover from this tragedy, you have some options. Tell some people that... Well, actually, douching too much is bad for you. Like, it can actually fuck up your digestive system, and it can actually make you sick. But it's like, you don't always have to have penetrative anal sex. You know, you can do other things that are not like sex up the butt so that you don't have to like ruin the ecosystem in your colon. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to murder all your bacteria that's living up in there. But if you want to help your boy out, you have several options. You can tell other people about this fucking stream. I want more gays in here. We're getting 9 to 10 people pretty regularly, which is a good amount. And we're having some good-ass discussions. What you can also do is do a super chat, as I often say, by clicking the $ in the bottom left corner of the chat menu. Because that's woke, and you will help me eventually be able to afford more games to stream, which would be very fun, because right now I rotate between like the same 4 or 5 games. Finally, you can also always sponsor me, which is a monthly donation starting at $4.99. And that gets you the benefit of getting shout-outs by me. And also, you get... What is it? I'm, like, trying very hard not to, like, scratch my balls. But, you know, you can sponsor me, and that does a monthly donation. And you'll get an icon that lets people know that you're a sponsor, which means you're part of the coolest club in existence. And during the gay revolution, you too will be spared. During the Great Bonreal Offensive. But anyway, I need a cinnamon roll. I'm hungry. It is very hot in my room. I'm sweating. That's why I was talking about scratching my dainty bits. So, if y'all have any other games y'all want me to stream later, because I'm going to come back and stream some more later today, I recommend you hit me up and shoot me a massage. And by massage, I mean post in chat and say what game you want to see me fucking play, and I'll do it. And if you have any other topics you want me to talk about, feel free to like type out the chat, or type out the topic in chat, and I will get back to it once I am back to stream, because I'm going to leave chat open while I'm gone. Does that sound cool? Maybe? Does it? Also, if you haven't watched my most recent Final Fantasy video, fucking do it, nerds. It's pretty good, I think. And in the meantime, in Ethan Bon Tween time, I'm Ethan Bonreal, and I'm Ethan Bon getting the fuck out of here because I'm hungry. Bye.